And there's other reasons for why people are motivated to believe in inflation, but there's no direct evidence. There's no thing that we can say like, oh well, we've measured this signal, therefore there was inflation.
So that's the goal here.
Yeah, the goal here is to measure a signal and say like, oh, if we've measured this signal, and the only way that it could have happened is if there was inflation early in the universe. So
what are the chances, do you think, of the success of this? I mean, do you think it's pretty likely that you're going to achieve that goal?
I wouldn't say it was likely. I wouldn't say it was greater than 50%. I would say it's a pretty lofty goal. Like if we measured the signal, it would be like a really big discovery. I think, you know, like my bosses and stuff would be like in the running for Nobel Prizes if they measured it. But measuring it, because of that, it's like we're going big, right? So we probably won't measure it. What we will probably do is put limits on how big this signal could be, which is interesting in its own sense, because even if we haven't measured the signal from inflation, then we can limit sort of like the models of inflation that could have happened. So inflation, like I'm saying, is just this idea of the universe expanding, but there's many different ways that it could have done that expansion. And theorists come up with many models for how that inflation could have happened.
Right.
And if we don't measure a signal, then there'll be certain models that theorists would have come up with where we should have seen a signal. And if we don't, then we can say, oh well,
so it disproves certain ones.
These theories aren't right.
Yeah.
So even if we're not finding, you know, the theory that is right, we're at least eliminating some of the things that aren't right.
Right.
And that's still useful.
Yeah.
And if you do actually measure it,